everybody. Welcome to a special episode of
Hello, my name is
Shenanigans
Colin.
Unplugged.
I play
We are bringing
Dalgar
a
Alf
snow day
Geigerson,
one-shot to everybody. I
very
hope
human
you all are having
Valor
a
Bard
wonderful
from the
time.
north.
And I'm going to go ahead and
My
bring
name
in
is
our
Tim.
special
I play
players tonight. We have
Hothead Harry Leaney,
some
a
wonderful special
rabbit folk
guests this
in
evening
the
joining
map.
us
It's a
from Red Dirt
Hang-On rogue
DND.
warlock.
I'll let them tell you who they are. We'll start off with one of the players from Red Dirt. Brooke, you want to tell them who you're playing tonight? Wonderful.
So, what do you guys think about a short rest?
Long rest? You said long
Hi,
rest.
I'm Jesse, and I play 8488377.
I
don't even know where you were for half of the fight.
Friends. She's a Warforged
That's
cleric,
how good he is.
and trying to figure out
Well, now
what's
that
going
we
on
took
with
care
your
of the
life.
problem, we can go back to town and get the reward.
Was this the full problem?
No, I don't
I
think
just
so.
said there were 3 of them, and
Well, no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, my love. They said that they've been killing these things for the last 10 days. That means they're coming from somewhere.
Should we take...
Looking at these creatures, anybody can make me a religion or an arcana.
We'll make you an Arcana.
oh,
It's the same otherwise, because I have a 10 and a 10.
22.
Well done,
Ha-ha.
tiefling friend.
7.
14
I-
for Arcana.
Totally know what they are.
Ivan, these creatures are from the Shadowfell.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's why you said it was adjacent. Oh, gross.
It is the exact opposite of the Fae.
Corrupted
Yeah.
Fae! Yeah, basically, sort of, yeah.
And I relay that to the party. About them being from the Shadowfell.
I spit on one of the corpses.
With him saying that, Zakai, you remember that Netherese like to pull planar magic? And it sounds like there is a tear somewhere. Someone is messing with things and allowing things from other planes to enter your world.
You see, sometimes we have this same problem downstairs, where with the phaseries, with all the magic swirling around, there can be these tears between this world and the worlds beyond. I would hypothesize that something very similar is happening, possibly from Philanthar, seeing as it was a Netherese settlement, and they so did love their planar magics.
Yes.
So how do we fix a tear in the planes? That sounds like magic.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you can do, cleric, druid? You do? You good on this?
Well,
I can pray to take us to other realms, if the Ram God allows. But to shut the door, I do not know.
if it is simple as a, what is the word I'm trying to say? What spell where you stop magic, dispel magic? If it is simple as dispelling magic, perhaps, but I feel like it's probably not.
Well, maybe if it's being caused by a specific creature, then maybe if we take out that creature, it might the portal might disappear.
The energy that is feeding it, if it is destroyed, then it may collapse in upon itself, but unfortunately, my friends, our journey must continue. So,
but should we take a rest, though?
no, of
think-
course.
I
I
think-
mean, you all look quite exhausted.
I think we should take a short rest.
Yeah, take a short rest, and everybody, go ahead and go to 14. Because it's a one-shot, I like to let you play with things. So quickly level up your character.
Elevated music.
Take the short rest for those that would like to use some hit die. Please go for it.
Ooh, ability score. Yay!
Oh my god, you guys, I can hit 3 times around. I'm a big girl now.
So, Andrew, I do have to ask how you would want to rule this, because I know everyone's different. But at 14th level, as a rogue, I do get the limited blind sense.
One second, let me actually read the feat, because I haven't played with a 14 rogue in a long time.
Oh, I need to roll
Same,
my
kinda.
hit points.
Been a hot minute.
Ooh, a 9 on my hit points. Let's go.
Nice.
Every other roll was really low whenever I was originally rolling for.
Just the text says, starting at 14th level, if you are able to hear, you are aware of the location of any hidden or invisible creature within 10 feet of you.
Yeah, no, I would rule that as it's blind sense, just like blind fighting. That anything within 10 feet of you, whether it's invisible or trying to stealth, you can see it. Just like if a monster had tremor sense or anything like that.
Or if it's in direct sunlight.
You could close your eyes in direct sunlight and still be able to see things within 10 feet of you. Yes. Yes, you would.
So Andrew, one thing I forgot to mention is for my one of my feats, I took Eldritch Adept and took Devil Sight. So
I kind of figured when you had 120 feet of dark vision, sir. I didn't even have to look at that. I went, oh, the tiefling has 120, not 60. That means he took a special thing.
He did a thing.
yes, I did a thing. I love fighters. Just so many feats and ability scores, and it's awesome.
They are. Everybody having fun? I know that was a tough fight.
That was awesome.
Definitely.
That's awesome.
Good.
If you don't sweat, it's not fun.
Right?
Exactly.
Well, and
Sounded
as I have talked with Ash before, I am one of those DMs that tier 1, I'm very much gloves on, teaching, coaching, letting people feel things out. Tier 2, I start to take some of those gloves off. You hit tier 3, tier 4, I'm going for a TPK. That is my role as a DM. These monsters are highly intelligent for the most part.
Are they though?
This point, you gotta go balls to the wall.
You
their
gotta
intelligence in the way that they know their abilities.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
They should know themselves.
Yeah,
Hey,
definitely.
It's a book.
Tactics?
It's like
There's a whole book on this. That's
So
how they know what they're doing.
yeah, I actually
I
backed that
finished my
Kickstarter.
short
You
list.
know, these monsters have brains.
The monsters know what they're doing. You bet.
Yeah, they sent me these.
Oh, Indomitable's Long Rest.
Lovely.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
That's
Lovely
cool.
cards.
oh,
And then
those
it
are
has
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then on the back side, oh, that kind of
Oh, that didn't work. Hold on.
That didn't work out very
nope,
well.
it did
but-
not. But basically, it gives them, hey, they have special abilities now, and they have, you know, aggression level and different things like that. And it changes how they fight instead of being just, oh, these are zombies. Wonderful, run-of-the-mill
So-
zombies. No.
So is this the part where
There we go.
I mentioned the only time you murdered one of my characters was in tier 1 and it wasn't my fault and I made one bad perception roll and got immediately murdered and you're so kind in tier 1 and
Well, let's correct this because there was an issue with that. So we were playing a hardcover. It was Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah.
And we were out in the forest, and we had two tier 2 characters join my table. So
Oh,
it
no.
changed the average level of the party
it was super great. It
from
was super
tier
great.
1 to tier 2.
Yeah, we had two
And they
level
ran away from the fight.
Yeah. We had 2 level 8s, a level 1, and I think I was level 3, and then we had like another level 3. And somebody was on watch and failed their rolls, and everybody ditched me.
And they
it
left
was
her to
super
die
great.
to the velociraptors.
They eated me.
Yep.
Still not as bad as that's not as bad as the player who slapped someone with a fish. A fish.
Hey, no,
So-
I came back. I got better.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah. No,
Goal
but
better.
that was actually my first player death ever, as well.
Oh wow.
Aww.
Yeah. So it was one of those that it was traumatic, and I had to check on Jess afterwards because it was a loved character of hers, and I could tell.
That was my baby. I built that. I
man.
built that rogue when I was years old with my daddy.
Yeah. No. So it was definitely
You
traumatic for both on both
Listen.
sides.
Literally, the third time I sat down at your table, I didn't even know.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it was really bad. So yeah, they got attacked in the middle of the night by 6 velociraptors because of their challenge rating, and the roll and the guy who was on watch rolled a natural 1. And so the velociraptors snuck up and attacked everybody who was sleeping.
Gotta love Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah, that
girl.
book, amazing
Good girl.
but deadly.
That's okay.
Curse, velociraptors. What's not to love?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
A wonderful end of the campaign, just meeting of a wonderful lich.
Oh, and they
I'll
also
say, I
got
mean, one of the
devils.
best liches in the Forgotten Realms.
Eh,
It's a bad word around
I think
here.
I think I like another lich a little better. I'm not gonna say anything, but I think I like another lich a little better.
Is there a different lich you like a little better? A different
Oh.
lich who has a very literary, literarily inspired name.
Yeah, no, it was
Don't
wonderful.
like that lid.
And
You
the
don't
thing
like that
is
lid.
when you pulled that, Ash, I'm not trying to give spoilers. I literally yelled during listening to that podcast. I was like, "That is a level blank spell. You're pulling that on a level blank party? What the?"
What the what?
Yeah, no, it was.
No,
They
like
needed to be knocked down a peg or two. It's fine.
Hey, it's okay to meet. It's okay to meet BBEG when you're low level. You just you got to know when to tuck and run, and yeah. Anyways,
In the famous words
That's where-
of an infamous bard, you gotta know when to hold them,
Mm-hmm.
and you gotta know when to fold them.
know when to walk
That's
away.
when our metagaming
and
worked.
know when
That's
to
our
run.
Metagaming worked against us. Oh yeah, that's what our metagaming worked against us. We're like, it sounds like no, it can't be a
Yeah.
lich. Like, it
Yeah.
sounds like no, it
Yeah,
can't be a lich.
yeah,
It's,
yeah. Yeah.
Can't be that because we wouldn't find that yet.
Yeah.
My favorite part was
do
what
that
you
to
thought it
us.
was. My favorite part is what you thought it was, which was like a yuan tea, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When players get onto something and then you can't get them off, we're like, how flat is the face?
Uh-huh.
What are there any claws? Like, what? How does it move?
Yep. Nope.
I like was binging. I was binging really hard because I was working a lot of overtime at work, and then I got to I think episode 66, and somebody done spoiled it for me. Somebody.
She was technically ahead of me in this podcast, but I'd already seen it in Discord because I can't not click the buttons in Discord even though they're spoilers. It's like, oh, this is a spoiler. Cool. I still click it, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. So I
It makes you more likely to click it.
Yeah, so I was like listening to a part, and I was talking to him about it. I was like, "Oh my god, this part! You're gonna love this part when it like this part's so intense, it's so emotional." He's like, "Oh, you got to the part where he dies?" I'm like, "No, what do you mean he died?"
Yeah. Yep. Then I literally had to drag her through the next several episodes. Yeah. So.
Well, he's with his mama.
all I'm
All
gonna
right.
say is, all I'm gonna say is just you guys wait for Monster Island.
Oh.
It's gonna be interesting.
Wait.
All right. Everybody finished with their level ups and picking new spell. Okay.
Bet.
Everybody use their hit die that want to use the hit die.
Okay.
All right. Then we will continue
I
on.
think that was the first fight in a long time. I haven't been hit by nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it does help when you're hidden the whole fight with your I can't roll below a 25.
I almost thought about playing a rogue. Tonight, but I was like fighter.
It's all good. All right. So as we come back in after you guys have finished a rest, feeling stronger and a little bit more energized after a challenging encounter.
Man, that was good. That was good exercise. Get the blood hard. Blood going.
But you see the black wisps getting thicker. And almost like in the cartoons, the finger beckoning, grabbing beneath the nostrils of Singatorix and pulling him forward.
Yep, let's go. I was promised real food. We gotta go kill something, turn off a tear in reality or whatever. Yeah, let's go. Do you think they do venison? I know that they're elves. They're like, are all elves vegetarian? You think I could get some like boar around here?
What's this vegetarian you speak of?
Oh, it's like they only eat flowers or something.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
I mean, I'm an elf, and I have a fairly carnivorous diet.
I hope that's the case.
All right. Just gonna grab those.
Although, it's really hard to get good mushrooms up here on the surface. They just don't know how to prepare them.
Mushrooms and meat where you're from?
I mean, a mushroom is neither a plant nor animal. Something in between.
Have you ever found mushrooms that kind of screech? It's kind of scare me a little bit. It's just so loud.
Oh, let's say you've never met a myconid, have you?
My what?
Bless you. You did you need a handkerchief for that? Are you like good? And that's not.
Oh, I'm perfectly fine.
Okay.
All right. As you guys continue through the night,
Trudge.
Yep. You come upon a spot in the woods where the trees are younger than the others around, and the moonlight trickles down, and you see a city decimated. In front of you.
I think we've arrived at the Netherese City.
And you hear...
Go ahead.
Yeah, you hear in the distance some chanting and music. That seems to lead in the same way as the black smoke that at this point is more like an octopus tentacle. Thick, black, and in your eyesight, solid.
Ooh. Miasma. Okay.
And it's off in this direction.
Well, are we gonna do what we did before and just like me out front and you guys do your...
Sounds good to me.
Did you call it a pincher? Do you pinch? What?
Pincer movement. We didn't quite execute it as well as we could have last time, so
because we got pincered as well. It was like a pincer of a pincer.
Yes, it was two pincers. Just didn't work.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna walk with my glow stick
Perhaps I should stay hidden and scout ahead?
Okay.
Seems wise.
You're pretty good at that not being seen thing, but don't die.
I could come
magic.
along as backup and help with our stealth.
Well,
Say I'm about a +10 to stealth.
That's a 35 to stealth.
As
We just
as
see
you
them
guys are
disappear.
sitting there talking and deciding this, you look around, and Zakai is gone.
I'm gonna cast Path Without a Trace. So we're like super heckin' gone.
Wonderful. Yep. So everybody, make a stealth check. Zakai, have you left where they were, or are you still just kind of hiding behind them?
Just kind of hiding, just like nearby. I
Cool.
wouldn't go too far ahead.
Cool. Well, then you're still within range. So if you want to make another stealth roll, +10 from Pass Without a Trace, let's see if you just disappear off into, maybe into, Red Dirt DND land.
How did I end up in the call band?
Yeah.
I'm not a ghost elf.
Nope.
Let's see.
You are
That would
now.
be. I mean, that would be the same because it would be a 10 plus 15 would be a 25 plus another 10 will be 35. So
Yeah. So it didn't really change anything for you, but I mean you're still super stealthy.
So since I cast Path Without a Trace, everybody's like, yeah, sure, let's all stealth. Yeah, let's just all stealth.
Wonderful.
I kind of want to lean over to my, to Kava and be like, you think they know that high-level magic users can see through stealth? Is that the thing, right? Like true sight or whatever?
True sight won't let them know about mundane effects. They can hide behind a tree, crawl on the ground.
Oh.
As you
Although
Huh.
Pass Without a Trace might not be as effective.
as you guys continue forward towards the chanting,
Oh, I guess, yeah, I'll put my glow stick out.
I kind of figured you were being a little bit more stealthy. You move
I
in.
just wanted to make sure I declared it.
Yep. The door you see swing just slightly in front of you towards the chanting. And you're moving in. And you hear at the top of the stairs chanting happening.
More chanting?
Mm-hmm. It's stronger and louder.
Ooh, same chanting louder.
Yeah,
okay.
same chanting. So you're moving in the direction of it.
Cool.
You see several of the individuals in the black robes that you saw at the campsite, all around a giant ritual, chanting in unison, and an individual on the far side with a small individual near him urging him on. Begging him to complete the ritual before any more interruptions happen.
So, are we on top of the stairs by this point?
At this point, I think
Or-
you're close. I would say definitely as a Kai, you would be at the top of the stairs because you were kind of leading the way, unless you're choosing to come back to the group.
no, I think Zakai in his brash brazenness would stay ahead and basically wait for them to catch up.
Okay. As you're seeing the ritual continue in front of you, about 20 seconds after the rest of the group does catch up, you guys seem to be unnoticed at this point.
Going to ready my bow.
what would you all like to do?
Can I do a quick, and this is something that, due to my drow high magic feat, I can do at will. I'm wanting to do a detect magic.
Okay.
Mostly just, like, I know, yes, obviously they're doing a ritual of some sort, but I'm trying to find out basically the school of magic so I can see what its purpose is.
Okay. Yeah, so as you are sitting there and looking at it, the main is... It's weird. It's several different strands, and so one of the things I've always told my group is I feel like magic, when you're looking at the weave, it's colors. You know, each of those spells is a different color woven through the world. And you see several different threads, but the magic here is different as well because of the Netherese magic, the time magic that exists in this area, and the weave is splittered and pulling apart, almost like you've taken the threads and just pulled the yarn. Yeah. But you get very much, you have hints of abjuration, you have hints of necromancy, and you have hints of evocation magic, all woven together. But also you see one that you don't recognize, but with your background in knowing what is in Cormanther, you figure it's the Netherese time magic.
Alright then, this has not good written all over it.
Is Gavakan in a place where he might be able to do either a religion or maybe a history check? Has he heard of any type of ceremonies like this before?
You can definitely do either one. Either one would work.
Okay.
Is open.
15 on
15.
history.
Yeah, so as you're listening to this, and you're listening, the gentleman at the head is talking about raising the city. Basically bringing back the moat of the Netherese city that used to fly. He is trying to pull back and reverse time on this city, essentially. Every time you have heard from your Ramlord or looked through the history books, anytime the Netherese messed with the space-time, bad things happened.
Ooh. I relayed that in a whisper to the others about the inappropriateness of messing with time and space and the order of nature.
Like really wobbly timing on and stuff.
Question: how tall is this room?
It is actually open to the night sky.
Okay.
Because this is in ruins, so nothing is not exposed.
So like, we're gonna do
I think
this.
we should probably stop these guys.
Yeah, like I like to reach for my mace and like signal, like just run in, plan, just boop them. Boop boop. No direction.
They're all kind of just looking.
Cool.
So does it seem so we have our wizardly ritual leader up here up top. But they've got there's another individual next to them?
So there's another individual standing next to him that seems to be whispering in his ear.
Okay.
So, but we see 5
And
people?
then you have 2 more casters here that seem to be working as well.
So there are 5. And how far away from them
At this point right now, from the top of the stairs, it is 95 feet to the main guy, 40 feet to the first other caster.
are we? Okay.
And you see at this point there are drops of blood coming from the hands of each of the 2 closest to you.
Well, this is
I
inconvenient.
can deal with the one at the far back.
Cool.
Let's say he needs to go first.
So
I'm just trying to think if I have enough time and enough stealth to maybe try to like get behind him.
I need
I would
everybody
say-
to make a dex save as the ground
Yeah.
trembles underneath you.
It would
do
take
I
you too
have?
much time.
Do I see it?
Yes, I mean it's very evident. The energy is pulsing out of this ritual as
Got a 9.
Oh.
So
those under a 15 fall.
The big folks take a tumble.
And make noise, and the little one looks across. Doesn't see you, Zakai. Sorry, wow.
you can do this.
Yeah. Yeah, totally messed it up. Or those that made their save, but those that failed, he sees you prone on the ground and says, No, this is not gonna happen.
Really?
And you see him pull his hand and yank. And at that moment,
I wanted to do one thing. Just one thing.
the magic erupts.
Ew.
Ew, no.
Well then, decision made for us.
And the
Ew, look at
magic
that.
hits all of the individuals.
Do they just die?
And as the magic touches each of them,
Oh no.
they change
Gross.
as the magic
Oh.
corrupts and manipulates and changes each individual. And that, folks, is where we're going to leave this off.
What?
As we have taken this 2-hour one shot for 3.5 hours. And we will have to find another time where we can pick up as you see creatures emerging out of the void.
So another one shot, a second
Well,
shot.
part 2.
Yeah, it'd be
two-shot.
a to be continued.
Quick,
So
play the Cowboy Bebop music.
yep.
Ah, that's awesome.
So, yep. So I want to say thanks for all those that are listening, and for Red Dirt. Thank you for joining us for a one shot during this snow day, and we'll have to have you back
Thanks
to
for
finish
having
it
us.
at some point. And
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you lovely people.
we have our game tomorrow night.
We do.
Shenanigans
But that's
Unplugged.
tomorrow
What's the deal?
night.
Yep. We'll be in touch, and we'll figure out a time we can get us all together again to finish this off. Yeah, definitely. And once again, Ash, where can they see you guys? Where can they look you guys up?
So you can check out Red Dirt D&D. New episodes drop on your favorite podcasting app, be that iTunes, Stitcher, Google, Amazon. I'm probably forgetting at least 5 more. Just open up your favorite podcasting app, search Red Dirt D&D. You should be able to find us. New episodes drop every Wednesday. Although, if you are one of our lovely patrons, you actually get new episodes every Sunday. So,
And special
reasons-
roundtables.
and special roundtables with the full cast. Get to hear our thoughts behind the scenes and lots of other fun content. You can also check out Michael and myself every Tuesday evening here on Twitch, the Red Dirt D&D Twitch, A&M Talk D&D. That is every Tuesday evening, 6:30 Central Time. And then every other Thursday, you can catch Brooke and Johnny and Michael as they have a little plausible deniability. That'll actually be next Thursday.
Next Thursday, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Wonderful.
What's going on Mondays? Or we want to let Aiden talk about that?
Let Aiden talk
yes,
about that. That's his baby.
So on Mondays is Secrets of Monster Island, which one of the players who DM'd us tonight, one of our the wonderful DM tonight, is playing in, and he can tell you it only gets better as we go along in episodes. That is every Monday, and we are, what are we on, episode 4, episode 3, somewhere around there?
Just dropped episode 3 this last week. 4 comes up next Monday.
And where
Super
can they
excited about
find that,
that.
Aiden?
You can find that on the Red Dirt D&D YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and type in Red Dirt D&D, and it should be one of the first things that pops up.
Wonderful. Yeah, they're great. And as always, everybody, hope you have mini games and that all your games are as filled with much shenanigans as ours are. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.